everybody. So this is what's going on. If you watched the most recent live stream that I did over on Sweetie Pilo True Crime, then you know the story. But quickly, I'll just tell you. Several weeks ago, somebody messaged me out of the blue. I don't even know the person, and they were doing research and they were just asking if I had any information. So I thought, you know what? I'm not busy. I'm not doing anything. And I opened up my old files on my external hard drive. And lo and behold, there was like a few readings that I did that I didn't even realize. Literally, I mean, it's 3 years later, I didn't even realize that I had done them because I was in trance. I started listening to them. I haven't even listened to, there's like 5 just from the following month. Explains to me why I'm like, Brian was holding his knife this certain way. See, it's because it was in my consciousness. I just wasn't aware that there was additional readings. So I'm going to go through some of them. And one reason I'm going to go through them is because I totally believe that he kept that knife. I believe he buried his knife. I actually have an idea of locations too, but I'm going to get there. I'm going to put up at least pieces of the readings. I have mixed feelings I probably cut out some of the real graphic horribleness about the crime and go through and see what new clues came out in each reading. And then I'm going to circle back around and use that to say, okay, what clues did we have this whole time? And potentially, is there reason enough to actually go looking for this knife? And I really believe he buried it. I believe it was almost ceremonial, not almost, but ceremonial, ritualistic. It was a trophy and a prize. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to be reviewing these readings as I go and share that journey with you. All right. Thank you for joining me. Please take a second and make sure you're subscribed. If you have any opportunity to share these videos, I'd appreciate it greatly. If you press the thumbs up and leave a comment, even if it's just one word, that will help the algorithm share the video to new people. All right. So here's, and I don't know if I'll put this, but the sound quality on this particular second reading was so bad that it sounds like I fell asleep, put the video in my blankets, and it's just like rolling around the whole time. So it took me a few hours just to even be able to get out these clips. And there was 2 or 3 of them that I thought would be really valuable or interesting, and I just wasn't able to clean them up. One of them, I couldn't even make out what I was saying, unfortunately. But here's the clips that I did get November 21st. So the reading that I did on November 18th, I didn't even know there was anything on it except, when I woke up, I'm like, oh, there's some bread connection, which we since realized was Kohberger breads, right? The largest family-owned bakery in Europe and serves Pennsylvania and New York and stuff like that. But so anyways, so I did that on the 18th, and then I did another one on the 21st. So this one here was done the day before I uploaded the first one from the 18th. Now this is the 21st. And this one, I'm saying I'm with Maddie, the less dominant of the two. He was following Kaylee. Okay, but in this second reading here, I say, I feel like I'm with Maddie, the less dominant of the two. Maddie is the one where he wanted to make sure she was awake. I think she had fallen asleep. He wanted to make sure she was awake and looking into his eyes as he murdered her. Like, this guy is just, he's evil. He's pure evil. This whole glorification of, oh, the poor nerd. No. This guy is as evil as they come. So I'll play that. I've got a few more I'm going to go into. I did one as late as May 2024 and did receive some information about this location of this knife. And I think, it would be great if they found it before the trial, just seal the deal on that. But we talked about it. I'll leave a link to the live stream I did where we really discussed in length and played a few of these clips. Okay, some of them get pretty interesting. For instance, not in this one, but in one of the ones I'm going to put out in a few days. I mean, it was about, he was thinking of killing one of his coworkers too. It's literally in the reading from, I think it was like December 7th or something like that. It was like way before they even had a suspect. He was thinking about killing one of his coworkers, and like I put out, I did a reading, I think it was December 26th, I can't remember, but we'll get there. And I put it up on December 28th that he was literally going to kill his mother if she even mentioned this. Like, he was having this urge. He was still in the killing mode. So this is, I am 100% under the belief that this is Brian Kohberger. I 100% believe he's guilty, and I believe he deserves the death penalty. So anyways, here's the clips from that second reading from November 21st, 2022. All right, bye. It's about that Idaho case again, and I just keep feeling like I'm with the, I think the one named Maddie. Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing her, and obviously you can tell by looking at them that she's the less dominant of the two. So yeah, he has rage disorder. I mean, I've just seen him stabbing girls, and it's like, gee whiz, you know. It's pretty, a lot of anger while he's doing it. I could see what the coroner meant. Besides just the number of stab wounds or whatever, it's just like rage.
And they're showing me that, so if you're looking at the house, but then you walked up on the left of the house to the top right there, and, on the opposite side of where the slider is. And you're looking across that street, and you look up like 1, 2, and then the third and fourth apartment building. I don't know if there's a camera on the roof, or I don't know, or if there's someone that like they need to talk to who might have seen or heard something. You know, it's like sometimes people don't even realize they're going through their lives. They don't realize that they might have a critical piece of information too. But, you know, I wouldn't rule out suspects, but I'm just saying that getting more like, is there a camera on that? Oh.
The next clip, the sound quality, again, I apologize. The future recordings that I found, none of them had this problem. But the next clip, I literally say, he knows how to walk quietly because he is a runner. And at that time, I'm describing him going up to the front of the house and going up the side and in the back door. But what I said at the very beginning is the most important part that says he knows how to walk quietly because he is a runner.
You're just watching him walk. He knows, because of running, he knows how to walk where it's not to make much noise, like when you're sneaking up. So what he's doing is if you're standing at the street facing out, from the phone pole, he walks along the edge of the street, then he walks literally right in front, like they don't have a porch light on it. I mean, maybe he didn't care if they did, but I'm like, see him walk along the edge of the house, and I'm like wondering, isn't there a porch light? Like, aren't you worried about that or whatever? So I don't know one way or another if it was turned on. I just feel like he walked right on this. Oh, maybe he wanted to see if the door was open or something. But he keeps walking, and then he goes along the corner up there by the sliding door. It just feels to me like he kills them because they're just on the path to where targets are. I don't feel like Ethan and Dana were targets. They were just in the way of his journey there, because like, how would he get back out? Plus, might they hear him go up the stairs, so he just took them out.
So he has the knife out. He's not waiting until he finds someone to pull it. He has it out ready to just stick it into. If like someone was walking into there, he would just stick it right into them right then. And it does feel like he kills the guy first, but I mean, we all know that if she fought back, then obviously she was waking up while he was being stabbed to death. But when he plunges it into that guy, it's the same way he does it into Kaylee. You know, just really hard, big, strong. He isn't messing around. He doesn't hesitate with that knife either, so it's like, why there's blood all over the walls is because he also swiped at him. Like, he might have whacked one of them. He might have whacked Xana's neck. He stabs the guy super hard. right in the chest. So, okay, let's do this. These people just really get almost into an animalistic frenzy when they do these things. Like right now, there's still an explosion of energy. There's still an explosion of energy. I don't know if you can explain that. The energy of this person who did this. And it's like that explosive energy is all throughout the house in those upper 2 stories. It's they're showing it to me like this big disc that's just enveloping that entire area and the air outside. And in that energy, it's still very active. You know, it's like there's much to be found or done or whatever. And I have spirit energy on my legs, so I'm along the right line, but I'm not like 100% accurate. Maybe talking a little too much off the. Okay, so they're saying it's okay, just settle down. Okay, so that I'm just. He wants to like wrap his guy's hand over her mouth. He wants her to see it, so he wants her to like that just before he sticks the knife in. He wants her to be looking him in the eye and to know it's him. He wanted her to see him. So his attraction towards her make him feel inadequate because he can't have her. Like an hour away or half an hour away. Across the valley. It feels like he goes to where he does things. I'm seeing a peach color. It's like and I don't think there's any photos of her, and this doesn't look like a dress she'd really wear, so it's almost like I'm getting the color to say the color peach. But it might be to say the word peach or something like that. Because it's like a light peach dress with the ribbon is a little bit darker peach. Maybe I'll recognize it if I see it. It's like a really light peach color, and then the ribbon is almost like a burnt peach color. I'm seeing Maddie in a yellow dress, which is super funny because me and my daughter argued about whether blondes could wear yellow. Okay, so that's all I could extract out of that one reading. Again, I apologize for the poor quality on some of the clips. The rest of the readings after this, I didn't notice any problems with the sound quality, but I wanted to extract what I could. And if you can hear, the reason why it's important to leave in what happened with Ethan is because I have been adamant since the very beginning that Ethan was killed first. And all of it matters. Every single detail about the crime matters as to the motivation, the target, the type of person. It's all shown through what occurred here. Okay, so this isn't frat boys, this isn't drug cartel, whatever conspiracy theories that some people have been wanting to push. This isn't any of that. This is a serial killer. Now, he may be burgeoning. Was this his first? I don't know. I haven't done any readings on that I'm aware of. If I come across any, I will definitely put them up. I'm also going to put up the others because I'm going to study these myself. I want to look for every possible clue that has not been confirmed yet to see if any of them lead to the knife. And like I said, the one on May 2024 was all about where that is, but we're going to get to that. I need to go through all of these and then analyze them and see is there anything. So in this one reading, besides establishing a very clear order of death, besides establishing that he had his knife out in the kitchen, and that's also why, which I put up in a previous video, why Dylan Mortensen saw him go out towards the back door. I don't even know that she even could see the back door from her room, but she saw him going towards that back sliding door. But what I say in the very first reading, if you look, the reading that was uploaded on 11/22 of 22, what I say in that reading is that I see the killer going out that back sliding door, but he walks around in a circle on that patio, and then he comes back in and he goes down the stairway from the second floor to the first floor, and he leaves out that front door. Okay. So, and that was confirmed just weeks, a couple weeks later when Fox News, which you can Google on the internet if you want, Fox News said that neighbors noticed that very early hours the front door was wide open. He left it open. If you read his essay, he writes all about how bodies cool and how the temperature matters for figuring out time of death and all that. He thought he had it in the bag, but he dropped his knife sheath, which is why he went out the back door, walked around on the patio. He was looking for his knife sheath. It all fits. It all fits together. It's not confusing. Where people have tried to say, oh, Dylan says he went out the back and Bethany says he went out in the front. Well, he did both. He went out the back. He looked for his knife sheath, which he had pulled out his knife when he made entry into the house. And then he went right for Ethan to get him out of the way. He went upstairs. He's a brutal, sadistic, sick person and pure evil at work here. Pure evil. There's no mercy that needs to be given to somebody that literally takes away 4 different people's lives. Okay? Once he's found guilty, he deserves the death penalty, even worse than Chad Daybell. I mean, if you can believe that, and or at least equal. They both do. They both deserve the death penalty, and Brian really deserves the death penalty. He really does, in my opinion. The second he's found guilty, boom, he should have the death penalty. It's not even an issue as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so what else we learned? Remember, peach and yellow are 2 clues that have not been confirmed yet. And so if you have any idea about that, you can either write it in the comments or you can email me at Reverend Donna Seraphina at gmail.com. Thank you so much. Please make sure you're subscribed. Check back frequently because just because right now I'm not monetized and people are telling me that have clicked the icon, the bell icon, that they're not seeing it come up when I put up new videos. So just keep checking back and we'll get everything taken care of pretty soon. All right. Thank you guys. I love you. I hope you have a good day. Just enjoy your life while you can. You know what I'm saying? All right. Take care. Bye.